Hello, 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 everyone. How's your afternoon? Are you ready for the weekend? You can chat over there in the box. And if you want to join me, I don't care if you agree with me or not. You can come in and join. I am not averse to listening to other viewpoints, unlike those on the right who talk about viewpoint diversity but never do it. Yeah, this is Cassandra Williamson coming to you from Pike County, Kentucky, within 5 miles of the Tug River, which separates, you know, uh, West Virginia and Kentucky. Yeah, Williamson, West Virginia is that's where I was born. It's right across the river. It was named for my great 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 grandchildren. No, it's named for some distant cousins of mine who actually settled in this area back in 1795. Yeah, come by this a long time ago. Anyway, so had an interesting day today. I've been out doing things, talking to people, meeting people, and I have never once seen someone who actually gives me a hard time for being who I am right here in Appalachia. And this is something that's surprising for most people to grasp, because the idea is that the people here, you know, are stuck in their ways, kind of thing. But no, let me tell you something. These people are very resilient. They're very strong. They know who they are, and they live and let live. And whenever the good book says love your neighbor as yourself, well, they take that to heart for the most part. Of course, there are some crazies here like there are anywhere else, but I think there's a lot fewer crazies here than there are in some of these other places around the country. Because if you listen to Fox News long, if you listen to them, the world is on fire. But you know something? I don't see that around here. Do you? Where you are? Do you see it? Yeah, we have some uh, tactics being used by our current federal government that are reminiscent of other periods of time in our history. Yeah, yeah. The foundational principles that started some of those things, we're seeing a lot of that stuff take place right now and the beginnings of it. Those of us who are familiar with a little bit of the history, we know where it can lead, but we also know this is a different day. This is a different period of time. And what comes about from this period of time is entirely up to us, right? Entirely up to us. So the other day I had posted something, or yesterday I guess it was, something showed up on one of the streams. Hey Angela, how are you doing? You want to come on? Hold on a minute. Hold on, I got to get you in here. Hi Angela.
Hi, hon. How you doing?
I am wonderful. I just can't help it up here in the holler. I haven't even been fly fishing, not once.
Oh, well, I was looking at the little stream across the road, and I was wondering if there's any brook trout in that.
Oh no, no, no! That little tiny stream has barely got a salamander in it.
Well, that's where they live.
I know, but there's nothing there. That
They
is
live,
for
live
sure.
with the salamanders.
Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
have you been? How's your mom and how's your relatives and everything up there?
They're doing well. Well, comparatively.
They haven't kicked you
Both
out
right.
yet. Haven't kicked
No,
you out?
not yet.
No.
No,
Okay, good.
no. They need me, more than more than that, I suspect.
Geez,
So,
I was talking to geez, here we go, brain fart, to uh what's her name, down in Georgia, the convention down there.
oh.
Yeah,
Michelle
I, I
or
did.
Tony or
No,
Tony.
it's not Michelle, but she's headed up the convention down there.
Yeah, Tony.
So she says this is going to be the last year for the convention down there.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
And I told her, I said, well, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Yeah,
You know, I said,
yeah. Oh my
it's
goodness.
it's like she did a great job
Mhm.
last. I mean, did a really good job last year with the convention. And outside of the fact that I've got to stay here with Gail because Gail had that operation on her foot.
Yeah, yeah,
I was going to go down,
yeah.
and I was going to go to the second one, and then we started the thing about the moving and buying a house and all that. And
Hmm.
one thing led to another, and
Yeah.
anyway, I'm not going there. And she called me to make sure that I wasn't coming down,
Oh,
and
okay.
I said, yeah, I'm not. So I'm sorry, I'm going to miss it because you did a great job last year, and she
Right.
did. She did. She poured money and effort into it, and she did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed myself. So did Donna Rose, so did Dallas Denny, and the other
Mm-hmm.
people that I saw going there. But right off the bat, we got into an argument back there a year ago where I said you should have more activist stuff on there, you
Thank
know.
you.
And it was like it's you talk about activism, the transgender community, and all of a sudden every cross-dresser runs for the door, you know. It's like, get me out of here.
Nope, we're not doing that. Come
That's
on.
that's not my trip, you know.
No, 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 I didn't come up here for that. Now, let's don't
No,
do
I
that.
came up for a good time and I wanted to enjoy myself, and
Yeah, yeah,
don't go
exactly. Don't
talking
make me
to me
feel.
about having to work and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
no.
Wow.
Me and my
Yeah.
18 pairs of shoes, we we're, we're we're here for the good time, you
Yep.
know,
Yep.
see friends, and I don't want to talk politics.
I know.
So,
Well, unfortunately, that's where we are, and it's getting worse because a lot of people are scared right now.
oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I
I
mean,
mean, when Monica Helms decides to move to Costa Rica,
right?
and Vanessa Foster moves to Puerto Rico, then I'm sitting here going, and you're still hanging around, you dummy. You know, are you waiting to meet you know Dan Bondino there
Yeah, or Cash Patel. Come on.
or
Oh,
Cash
Cash.
Patel? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So,
I'll tell you what, they picked me up. They're going to have a handful.
well,
I guarantee you that.
I really did think during Trump's first term in office, I really did think they were going to send a Black Hawk after me
Yeah, yeah.
because I guess it was in April, about April of that first year in office during his first term. I called the Situation Room in the White House. I knew the number, and I said, "Come on now, I'd like to speak with Seb Gorka at least. Come on, put him
Yeah.
on the phone." And they said, "1 minute."
I want to talk to the DepSec.
Yeah, and then it took all of 3 or 4 minutes, I guess. They came back and hung up. So I told my family, I said, "Look, if you don't hear a noise in the sky, but you think there might be one, it's probably a Black Hawk."
Let me know and duck. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
head for the tunnels.
Head for the
Head for the
tunnel.
mine shafts.
Right,
Up
exactly.
where you are.
Yeah. Well, there's fewer of those now than there used to be here.
They're still there.
I know they are. I
You know,
know they are.
just get on the elevator and go
How's
down. Chase you down there.
Yeah, well, yeah, far underground. I mean, before, yeah, it's not a fun place.
No, no.
So, how's Gail doing?
She's doing better with her foot. She had that operation on her foot,
Yeah,
and she'll be
yeah.
out of that plastic boot in 2 weeks, and she'll be back to driving the car, and I'll
Okay.
have my lease on life back again. So
Yeah.
I'm figuring I might go up to Asheville and see Yvonne Cook Riley,
Yeah.
and spend a weekend up there with her and Danny.
Yeah.
See how they're doing. I found out Jim Bridges is living there now.
Jim
Bridges,
Bridges.
Bridges to Beauty. He was at all the conventions and did the makeovers and stuff. He used to do the makeovers in Hollywood at the movie studios.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know that I forgot the name of that star. It was like a western. It was a weekly show. Barbara Stanwyck was in it.
Oh,
You know the one I
Bonanza?
mean?
Bonanza or
No, it was
Wagon
like,
Train?
huh?
Wagon Train?
It was no, it was sort of like along those lines, and at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
it was
Huh.
like something Valley or something like that. And he was the makeup artist on that show.
Huh.
So
Okay.
he was does a great job. He makes
Yeah.
everybody look great.
So,
Take the years off your life.
so what did he do? Retire to Asheville?
Yeah, he was at all of the conventions, the early conventions and conferences,
Uh-huh. Oh.
and he set up with his husband, and they'd work the conventions, all the conventions,
Oh, wow.
conferences, and they walked out of there with thousands of dollars because he did hair and makeup.
Yeah.
So I always
Oh,
got
wow.
an appointment with him for Saturday night at the conventions. So,
Hmm.
but I
Hmm.
talked to him on the phone a couple of weeks ago. If anybody's interested, Jim Bridges, and he's in Asheville. I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, and he's doing really well. I mean, he's
Good.
healthy, and
Good.
so yeah, it's
So,
be fine.
how's everybody else in the community that you talk with often?
Well, strangely enough, there's only a few people I talk to here in Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill area.
Yeah.
I'm just out of the loop down here,
Right.
So I when I told everybody I was going to be moving back to Syracuse, boy, I had friends come out of the woodwork up there and say, "Oh, good, oh, great, you're going to come up? Okay, we'll start another group, ready to go," And then we had to call that off, the move.
Huh.
So now I'm stuck down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and
Well, make the most of it where you
it's a
are.
lot, it's a very young crowd down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Hmm.
there isn't among the younger people, there isn't any lack of respect. It's just that you get tired of meeting people in the GLBT community now, and they're saying,
Mhm.
"Oh, thank you so much for doing all the work that you did,"
Mhm.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like, well, why don't you have a fucking job for me now?
Well, right now,
You just
very
don't
few.
get back into it. There's no going
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Just
every day there's something new that comes out. It seems like, I mean, it never ends this time around. It's just constant badgering and harassing. And,
well,
oh,
the whole story is the billionaires,
yeah.
and it's like uh, Trump and his billionaire buddies have decided there's too many fucking people here on Earth for their liking, and
Yeah.
they're doing their best to get rid of as many as they can as quickly as possible. I mean, look at USAID.
Mm-hmm.
USAID, they cut it off.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
spirited as it is, and everything, and the money and everything else. The reason why they cut it off was, hey, we can kill more people in Nigeria this way.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of people are going to die. You know,
Well, they
and
sure don't care. That's for sure.
yeah,
They have
and
zero.
Trump ending the Gaza war and the Ukrainian war. No, no. Remember that? That
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Day
do it
one.
within the first week.
All
No,
right. Even before I get in office, it'll be
as
done.
long as they're killing people over there, he'll just keep it rolling
Hmm.
and back away from it as he can.
Well, he's finally come to his senses on Putin, though, because Putin. I mean, you and I know that you
I,
cannot trust
I
Putin.
Putin's in on it too.
Yeah.
What are you
But
kidding me? As a matter of fact, he's a master manipulator. He's
oh yeah,
you ever
absolutely.
see his palace? You ever see
He's got
pictures?
several, doesn't he? But no, I haven't seen it. But he's got
Oh,
several.
It'll knock you out.
Is it replete with gold?
Oh, he has a palace on the Black Sea that looks like it looks like the Palace of Versailles.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's something. It's something.
Oh
And
my
you
God.
sit there going, don't the people in Russia know that he's got this? You know, I mean,
Mhm.
they want all the money, they want all the power,
Yeah.
and then when millions of people get killed after they start an atomic war,
Yeah.
they'll all be out in their yachts heading for Antarctica or the North Pole, where nobody's going to waste an atomic bomb, and they'll be sitting out there in their yachts waiting for this whole thing to settle down and
Hmm.
millions of people, and then they'll come back inland and go to their secret compounds like Mar-a-Lago and live there, or the island where what's his name had his place there. You know, they've all got their little retreats.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever read Ayn Rand?
Oh yeah. I sure have.
It's a story. That's a story right there.
Fountainhead. I read
Yeah,
that a long time ago.
that's it. That's what's going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Republicans have turned into a lot of Ayn Rand freaks.
Well, they've been saying that for a while. Actually, I've heard people actually say that that's how they view things and that that's how they perceive it to be, and are moving in that direction.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier when you have less people,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about them sneaking up and getting together and sneaking up and taking you out. You know, so,
Yeah. True enough. That is so true.
I mean, they couldn't be happier. The only what makes them happy is less people and more power for them.
They're getting it.
Just
Both of them.
leave enough poor people to be able to make them comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
you know, we tried to warn people what was coming. It's been a year and a half, 2 years, telling them that Project 2025 was the playbook.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, all you have to, if you want to know what's coming next, just read the forward. It's right there. It tells you exactly
yeah,
what's coming next.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you only have to make it past page 5.
No, no,
It's all right there.
and
Oh
and
my gosh.
and who is really the most evil man in the world?
Hmm. I don't know who would you say it is. I
Oh, you know he works for Trump.
oh, you're talking about Stephen Miller?
Absolutely,
Yeah, Stephen Miller. Oh
absolutely.
my God. I call him Little Goebbels.
Didn't take much to guess that, did it?
No, 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 no. Yeah, I have a little image, a meme of him. It makes him look like Goebbels. Let me see if
Yeah,
I can pull it up. I don't know if you've seen it, but
yeah, I have. I think. Yeah, yeah.
oh my gosh! But that's
He's the
exactly
one
who
that
he is. He's Little Goebbels.
he's the one that'll be waiting at the door to the ovens when I go get picked up and get off the train.
Yeah.
You know.
Unfortunately, I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah,
He's the one guiding us. Says, "Come on, we got more to get. We can do it.
yeah.
We've got him. I know I've got him up here somewhere. Where'd I do it with old Goebbels?
He is everybody. He is every person that you've ever seen in a Nazi German film.
Yeah,
That is the officer that is the cruelest and the most diabolical person.
yeah,
He's he in like Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's that guy. He's that guy that went over the edge of the cliff with a tank.
mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. See that
So
little image I've got right there on the screen now? That's
yeah,
Miller, but I made him. I did a little blending of him with Goebbels
yeah,
because I mean he acts just like I know of his family heritage. I know that he's Jewish. I know that,
yeah.
but he's like geez. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand him but he's been this way since elementary
sure?
school, as far as I
Are
know.
you sure he's Jewish?
I believe. Let me see. Stephen Miller, religious background.
Because
Let
I
me
thought
find
he
out.
was really one of those leaders of fundamental Christian groups.
Oh no. Let me see.
No.
Stephen Miller, religion. Gion.
Because I don't know how he gets away with this. Because usually Jewish people, they take guys like him and they find them stuffed in a bagel somewhere.
Yeah.
They become sausage.
His childhood rabbi singled him out in his Rosh Hashanah sermon. Didn't mince words.
Jewish.
It says, Rabbi Neil comes Daniel. Didn't mince words when he criticized Stephen Miller. Honestly, Mr. Miller, you've set back the Jewish contribution to making through your arbitrary division of these desperate families at our southern borders.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's Jewish. Oh my goodness!
You heard what
Somebody's horns beeping.
I'm waiting for the Pope to do something.
Yeah, well,
I think that all transgender people. I think that all the transgender community should start writing to the Pope.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pope can't. Huh? Yeah, it's in Chicago.
That's his home. Yeah, his original home.
Yeah. No, his brothers lives in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's accessible.
I'm sure. Just send an open letter to the Vatican.
Mm-hmm.
Say, Pope Leo the 14th.
Yeah.
Please respond.
I read his letter along with the bishops
Uh-huh.
about Trump and what he's doing to the immigrants and stuff.
Yeah.
And how he's definitely against Trump. He's not a Trump fan.
No. Well, I can't imagine him in his position being a Trump fan.
No, and so we should make use of that.
Yeah.
We should all get together and write Pope Leo and say, look, we read your letter, we agree with you, and we promise that we will do a lot of work on conversion.
In opposition thereof.
Yeah. We will send people to the Native American reservations to try to convert more people like we did in the old days.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we'll do whatever he wants us to do.
Yeah. But the thing that I find fascinating, Angela, is that these people consider themselves to be Christian who are running the country right now, Christian nationalism and stuff like that. But it's based in Christianity, apparently. But it's really any religious group would do the same thing, whether it's Muslim or Baha'i or whatever. I mean, they do all the same kinds of crap. So I want to make sure that I'm clear on that. But the thing is, all of those religions have a golden rule. Yeah. And most of those golden rules are love your neighbor as yourself. Now, look, here's the thing. If you're not loving yourself, I mean, if you're not loving your neighbor, guess what it says? You've got a long way to go to figure your own self out.
Well, look at Stephen Miller.
Oh.
Do you think he is the type of guy that loves himself?
I don't even think he thinks about it.
Oh, I think he does. I think he does. Yeah.
He has kids now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got kids now. He's going to have to do something to let them know he loves them. I don't know how he's going to do it.
Well, I don't think he loves himself at all.
Yeah, I can't see it because everything is in opposition to everybody else. I mean, if you can't love your neighbor, then you don't love yourself. That's the golden rule.
Yeah.
Really, live and let live.
Yeah.
So I was listening to The Five on Fox News, which is on all the time around here.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm listening to The Five, and yesterday that Greg Gutfeld says, I don't think anybody out there believes in that live and let live stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he read anything that I did or watched anything that I did or whatever, but I've been saying it a lot lately. Live and let live. Here in the hills, right here in the hills of Eastern Kentucky, and the hollers up here in Kentucky, these people live and let live.
Sure.
I mean, that's exactly it.
Well, their answer to that is sure. That's what you say now. Now that we've killed woke, and, and now and now that we've got the upper hand, now you want to say, oh, live and let live. But you were
Yeah, yeah.
shoving your GLBTQI vocabulary down our throats for years,
You know, somebody
and we
mentioned
were
that.
choking on it, and
Yeah,
you were trying to convert our kids and everything else. That's what you hear.
yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Somebody mentioned that the other day on Twitter. They said, "We just want you to stop shoving it down our throat." And I said, "Well, close your darn mouth."
Yeah, yeah. Good point. Good point.
Oh my gosh, it's fun though to get on there and just badger with them and talk around. And I've tried to tell them. I said, "Look, I do not care if you disagree with me or not. I'd love to have you come on and talk with me,
Yeah.
but that's not going to happen." They talk all about wanting to have viewpoint diversity and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They are not about that at all.
Well,
Moment I ask them to come on my show or to do anything like that, they run and hide.
yeah. 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 I understand it. I have conversations online with people that about DEI.
Mm-hmm.
It kills me. It really does.
Yeah.
I start going, well, what's the opposite of diversity? I mean, you must know the opposite because you're living it, right? And they go, well, it's it's not anti-diversity. Well, what is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's isn't it segregation?
Oh, God. You know what I tell people when they start raising the questions about diversity, DEI stuff?
Well,
I say, look, for one thing, we live in a nation that is diverse,
yeah,
period. It's inescapable. I mean, that is a quantifiable thing. We know that there are different people who believe differently, think differently, look differently, come from different places. This is a diverse culture
yeah.
here in America. The problem that we have is that we don't know how to be inclusive. And you're trying to shut down inclusivity, which means basically making the table big enough for everybody else to actually sit at.
Yeah. And then you bring up equality, and they say, "You don't want equality."
Yeah, no, right. Right.
Well,
You're shoving it down our throat. We don't
really,
want that.
really, I don't want equality. Well, what is it that I do want? Oh,
Right.
you want to be special.
Oh, good Lord. I
You
hear
want
that
to be
too.
a
That's funny.
space. You want special laws just for you. Well,
Yeah.
I wish I didn't, but yeah, you're right. That's to protect my butt. Yeah, from people like you. You know.
I get a kick out of people like that. And I just have so much fun. Don't you have fun with it every time? I mean, it's entertaining to me. It
Yeah.
doesn't offend me. I mean, I try to tell people, I said, look, I am not offended by people saying this or calling me that or using the wrong name or the pronoun. I just don't care. That's on you.
Well, it's like they thought that they really beat us over the head with what's a woman,
Oh gosh, yeah,
you know. And
yeah,
I look at them and I go, what's DEI?
yeah.
You know.
I usually my response to that question. That's a good point too. The DEI thing. Yeah, I mean they don't even know what DEI is. They don't know what
No,
diversity
they
is,
don't
or
know.
they don't understand it.
Yeah.
They've heard the talking points from over there on Greg Gutfield and Jesse Waters talk about it, but that's all they know.
But that's so slanted. You'd think that
It's
people
very slanted.
you think that people would be able to recognize that.
But here's the thing: people who see it as slanted
Yeah.
are on our side. The people who see it as straight is on their side, and we see it as, our stuff is just fine. We've got it just right, and they say yours is all slanted. And I said, well,
Well,
shoot, all you do is trading one ideology for another. Come on.
before we end this conversation, I've got to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to some people in the community,
Mm-hmm.
watched you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're getting a reputation as an apologist.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean by that, by the way?
What do you think?
Well,
Weeks ago, when you were first coming out on the air,
uh-huh.
you were talking about people that were shoving it down other people's throats um, about women trans women in sports,
Yeah.
and that and going to the wrong bathroom.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That's what people are listening to,
Yeah. Well,
and that's why they're calling you an apologist.
yeah. Well, I don't mind. At least I'm not Jefferson Davis.
Well, Jefferson is a whole different ball game,
He was an apologist.
and there is a little deflection going on there.
Yeah. But
But
here's the
if you
thing,
want to
though.
talk about apologists, you cannot. And we said we were going to talk about this. You cannot tell people that don't cause any trouble by going to the wrong bathroom.
Right.
You can't do that
Right.
because, first of all, it's not right. It's just not right.
Okay.
People in our community, they earn the right to go to the bathroom where it's safe for them.
Yeah. When it's safe for them.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Fine.
yeah, and to tell them, hold your water
Yeah. Well,
until you get to a
here's
safe place where you're not running into a problem with other people.
here's the thing, though. It requires a lot of common sense as well. One.
There's common sense.
Yeah.
That's good for both sides, though.
Oh, of course it is. And here's
Okay.
the thing, though.
And when you tell them, when they come at you with what you've been saying,
Uh-huh.
then you turn around to them and say, well, where can I go to the bathroom? And they say the men's room. And you go, I can't go to the bathroom in the men's room.
Right. 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 Now, here's the thing, the point I'm trying to make about all that. If I see someone walking into the women's bathroom, and I use the women's bathroom. If I see somebody walking in that bathroom saying that they are a woman and they've got a beard down to their chin, down wherever, I'm going to say, get the F out of here. You're causing more harm than good. You'll be the next center
But
stage.
then you're opening up the door to anybody that doesn't pass.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but
Well,
we've
no,
got it.
that's not right, Dave. I mean, when you say a beard, okay, I can understand that, and usually the people that do that, they understand it too, and that's why you don't see it. That's why it doesn't happen.
Well,
Why
it does happen.
that that's why it's a rumor.
Uh-huh.
That's why it's a rumor. It's nothing
Well,
more than
well,
but
there's too many.
perpetuating rumors by even bringing that up. You see,
Yeah, yeah.
because it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
Well, it did.
When? Well,
Last year.
maybe when I was 20 years old, we used to call those people in the bike gangs gender fucks. That's what they were. They were called gender fucks.
Well,
And that's been around for a long time.
basically what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to get people to do is do what it takes to be who it is you want to be, who you claim that you are. Do everything that you can possibly do to do that, and respect that space, because whether we like it or not, we represent 0.6% of the population. And the other part of the population goes, no, we can have that. But that doesn't mean that we yield to it. That means that we respect it and try to do everything we can to respect that space and not cause offense. And that's another Christian kind of thing, is don't be offensive.
Wait a minute. Who's doing that? Who's causing that offense in the women's room? What transgender people do you know that cause that problem? There is one thing that I say: if you if you're going into the women's room and you're a transgender person, for Pete's sake, sit down. That's the only rule I have. That's the only rule I have. But if anybody, you don't have the right to be in here, or you can't be in here, then I'd say, well, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong. It's not a blanket statement. It's not a black and white statement. There is lots of ground for gray area there, and all kinds of different nuances to it. That's always the case. All I'm asking people to do is use your heads. And also the same thing with sports.
I don't know why you're asking transgender people to use their heads, because they are, number one. Number two, what about the fact you came out and I received a video that you sent out yesterday, or the day before, of that young redheaded girl, trans girl. No, she wasn't. She was cis. And she laid it right out in the open and said, what are you all talking about?
Yeah.
You know, don't you understand that this is the white male?
Oh, of course.
They want to keep women down.
That's Monty.
Yeah.
Monty's really good. She does a great job. She is a cis woman, and she was raped at 12.
I'd love to meet her.
I would too.
She's exactly right.
Yeah.
She said it's not, no transgender person that you meet in a bathroom is going to rape you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're no danger to you.
Right.
It's the cis men that are always a danger to you.
Always. I agree. 100%.
Yeah. So I don't know. Remember my favorite saying: never say anything bad about another transgender person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes we have to.
Huh?
Sometimes we must.
No, you don't have to.
Especially when they're wrong. I'm going to go after Rose Montoya for what she did at the White House. I'm going to go after others who have done crazy shit for what they've done, where they are, like the person who went into the spa in California.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going after those people because they went in for attention. They didn't go in there to be themselves. They went in there to grab attention.
How do you know that?
How? Well, because of the response and how they actually responded and carried themselves forward with it. They told us who they are.
They needed that attention.
Really? At the White House?
Sure, there's a lot of transgender people that...
Do you think that Rose Montoya was right in taking her top off? Do you think Rose Montoya was right taking her top off at the White House?
I don't think she heard anything. And what about the person that was they took their top off during that sports or the swimming competition?
Which one you're talking about? I don't know
I
off.
Got her name. It was about 4 weeks ago.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yes, that was a good statement to make at that point in time.
She turned around. She competed against the men, but took her top off.
Yeah,
there was more transgender women that went, yes, exactly.
Of course, that I'm fine with. That right there, I'm fine with, because that actually served a purpose. They told her that she could not compete on the women's team, and she was obliging that. She was responding responsibly to that and competed on the men's team.
That's
and
right.
Then, just like the men on that team, she took her top off.
Yeah.
Now, that, to me, That is activism. That is rational, and that is justifiable.
And what
But
did they?
Rose
What
taking her top off at the White House, though, was not. That's
and what did
disrespectful.
they do to her?
Huh?
What did they do to her?
Who?
Because the
Oh,
woman,
Rose
the trans woman, yeah, that did that.
at the White House.
No, the trans woman that took her top off.
Oh, there at the swing meet. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know
No,
what they did to
you
her.
know why? Because they didn't do anything.
Right.
They didn't do anything. It was a slap in the face to all those males.
Exactly. That was a rational one. I actually loved that she did that.
We
That's
have
something I would have pulled off.
more power than anybody gives us credit for.
Uh huh.
We have more sustainability.
Oh yeah, agreed.
We have
More resilience.
courage.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
We're smarter in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
The smartest people I've ever met on the face of the earth are transgender people that I've met.
Yeah, agreed.
Yourself included.
Yeah. Well, you too. Don't
You
leave
know.
yourself out.
Yeah. So you can't turn around and apologize. You can't turn around and give them the benefit of wallowing in our apologies,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because it'll turn right around and come back at you. Sometime in the future, you're going to hear somebody say, "Oh, really? Well, there's this woman that has a blog and she's on every day almost. And I heard her say that transgender people need to use more sense,
Mm-hmm.
or that they shouldn't do this or they shouldn't do that.
Right.
But what about her?"
Yeah.
Okay, we should never put ourselves in the position that we can be used by them to hurt other transgender people.
Right. That is definitely a possibility for sure down the road.
And that's why I say, don't apologize.
Yeah. Well.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's easy. All you have to do is think of the many transgender people that you know,
Oh yeah.
the many transgender
Thousands.
that you've worked with.
Right. Thousands.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that word apology will take back row, last pew, underneath the chorus.
Right.
It's not. It doesn't deserve to even stand up and be brought up.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I'm going to have to disagree with you on some points.
well, okay, but you're the one that's going to have to suffer. When
Well,
one of these trashing conservatives,
yeah.
or Stephen Miller, brings your name up.
Yeah.
Says,
Well,
"Oh yeah, yeah."
actually, I'm looking forward to him doing that. I can't wait because then we will have a conversation.
And nobody ever asks the right question, do they?
They never do.
There are two things that are happening. First of all, we never get people like you and I. We never get at their tables, whether it's Rachel Maddow,
Yeah.
or MSNBC. They never call us up and say, "Look, we'd like you to come and talk about transgender people."
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they bring a drag queen on.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Every freaking time.
Yeah, they'll bring a drag queen on.
Right. And there's a reason for that because that's the narrative they want to see. That's what they believe. And that's what they want to project.
Rachel Maddow believes that. She's too smart.
Yeah. The thing is, I know that's what the right side will do on the media because every time you hear something from them about a
The
trans
reason
person,
I don't want to have an extended conversation.
uh,
They don't want to have people turning around and saying, your problem is Rachel and all these people and people at Fox. Your problem is you never ask the right question you're supposed to be.
well, they never ask the question of the right person.
No,
True.
they never ask the right question, which is why are you doing this? Why do you feel as though you have to do this? Why do you feel as though you have to express yourself as a female?
You know something. I've been going after them for quite some time now, and on Fox, all over the place. And the thing that I do more frequently than not, especially every day, you hear something.
Yeah.
So I've been saying, man, I'm just so glad that transgender people are taking up so much space and so much real estate in your head. Oh, you're not there. Where'd you go? You went away. Well, that was a good conversation. If you're still listening, Angela, thank you for joining me. We've been at it for 45 minutes or so, and I'm so glad you came in. As an apologist, well, uh, I'll have to think about that one. Um, I will say though that I'm still going to go after those people who. Here's the thing that I want to go after for sure. We need to have conversations with people who disagree with us, and we haven't been. We've been living in our silo and doing our thing our way every time and not listening to anyone else. They've been doing it over on the other side too, on the right. They've been doing exactly the same thing, being in their silo, listening to themselves repeat the same words over and over and over again. And let me
Jumped out of the
see.
room by mistake.
There you are. So anyway,
That's the only thing I'm
what I was saying there,
apologizing for.
Angela. But that's a good one. That's a good one. But here's the whole point of everything that I'm trying to do is that we've been unable to listen to people who disagree with us, unable to sit down at the table and say, tell me why you disagree with my right to exist and live freely in this country for which we have served. What is your objection to me doing that? And that applies to the way we have thought about it in our own silos, our own way of thinking. We've shut out people who disagree with us because, well, they disagree with us. So we have gatekeepers who say, nope, can't do that. And over on the right, they're doing exactly the same thing. They have gatekeepers over there that say, look, if you're a trans person, we do not give you any legitimacy whatsoever. And if you're a professional who supports trans people, well, obviously you went to a woke university.
That's because we're not telling them why we are the way we are, and they're not asking.
Well, and
they're afraid. Basically, they're afraid we might have a good answer.
No, that could be. That's a very rational explanation for it, I suppose. But my biggest thing, Angela, is I'm trying to bring the silos together. That's something I've worked on. I've been doing this for 50 years, literally 50 years. And that's been the modus operandi of everything I've tried to do for the most part. Something I've failed at it miserably on a lot of things. But they have become so entrenched in their way of thinking that they can't hear us and don't even want to. And we've done the same thing. Even though we try to reach out, it's not sincere. So Luann, here's Luann. Okay, hold on a minute.
You have to
check in.
Hi, Luann. How are you? This is a classmate from the academy. Hey. That's Angela. Luann, I haven't seen or heard from you in a long time.
Exactly. And, I was like, man, I love your new hairdo. I do. I really do. It looks great.
Well, it looks like yours, only mine's white.
Oh, yeah. Well, the humidity is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still up in Maryland, I take it? Is that where you're calling from? Reaching out?
I'm still in Maryland. Yep.
Good.
Yep, still in Maryland.
Good thing. Good thing. How's everyone doing up there, by the way?
Oh, we're hanging in there.
How about are you doing all right though? I mean, I know We can't talk about some
I'm
people.
doing okay.
Okay.
You know, my heart is breaking, and all there's so much on a daily basis sadness
Mm-hmm.
about the who, what, how, where, and when we're doing this. I
Oh my
just
God.
it's
Yeah.
I just anyway I wanted to touch base,
Oh, okay. Okay.
frankly.
Well,
So
okay.
I'm thrilled to see you charging. I really am in the front of all this. It's tough. It really is.
Well, thank
It's
you.
heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
It is very.
It's heartbreaking. Everything about it. So
Yeah.
that's
Well,
my,
thank you.
you know, I don't know how you get past the sadness and not turn into a procrastinator or a ruminator or whatever, and you stop being effective. I mean, it's ridiculous, you know. I just
Well, I can tell you that I am from Appalachia, and we know resilience. We know how to fight and overcome things here. I mean, my goodness, the Hatfield
It, it,
McCoy feud, it was a big deal here.
it's the basic. We it's because of what we do and
Right.
why we do it and why it's necessary for us to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same human feeling that a mother has or a father has when they see the child up on at a Christmas play up on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
The tears just start to roll down.
Yeah.
I have always said that the reason why we do this, and the only reason why we do this, I mean, a true transgender person is because it feeds our spirit.
That it does.
It is the music in our heart that feeds our spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Our spirits are dead if we don't hear that music. And
Right.
everybody should understand that has a happy life or a rewarding life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That there's
You know,
moments in their life that make them happy
mm-hmm.
and that feeds their spirit and keeps
So
them going
let
on.
me ask you, Angela, what are those moments for you?
Oh, I have those moments all the time.
Yeah.
But I practiced it a lot, because
Well,
I practiced it. First of all, I'm a bit of a visionary, as you know.
mm-hmm.
I came up with the idea of starting Transgendered American Veterans Association. I
Right.
started up 5 groups in upstate New York, support groups. I've done this all my life,
Right.
one thing after another,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and and I
You've been at
find
it
that,
for a long time, that's for
yeah,
sure.
since the '60s, I
Yeah.
find that it's just something that I take to naturally because I am a transgender person and I've been a transgender person since the day I was born.
Right. I understand that for sure.
And
Hear it now.
and I hear that music all the time.
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
it's like the first time that you ever dressed up in your mother's clothes and you went and you looked in the mirror and you went, "Oh, geez, look at that. I am I am so pretty. I am so lovely. This is what I've wanted to do and nobody wants me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyways."
Yeah.
And every time afterwards, women experience it all the time when they get a new dress and they look in the mirror, and they look
Well, I
great.
do every day. Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on.
They
Wait
look
a minute. I got the whole pile of shoes over here for that. No.
perfect.
I
Well,
slipped those shoes on, Angela. I slipped those shoes on. I got the bright red ones and the yellow ones and the pink ones, all that kind of stuff. And then I head down to Walmart.
the most poignant place that happened to me was at the Hemus Indian Reservation,
Oh, yeah.
New Mexico. I was with a group of other transgender people, and I was sitting on the edge at the edge of this mesa, and it's like a 1,000-foot drop, 5 feet from me. An eagle comes over my head. A golden eagle comes over my head, and we were there specifically for a transgendered retreat.
Huh. Okay. Well,
And And I was sitting there with my,
When was that? When was that, by the way?
so many years ago, I don't even remember now.
Uh,
It's
you-
got 20, 25 years ago.
Oh, wow.
More 30 years ago, 35
Yeah.
years.
Wow.
And I was sitting there on the edge of the mesa, and the sun is beginning to set,
Mhm.
and the temperature was perfect. And I was sitting on this rock, like 70 degrees out. There was no wind, and all of a sudden, everything went silent. The birds,
Huh.
the wind stopped, everything went silent.
Was that because of the peyote?
No, it was because I was in a vacuum.
Okay.
In a vacuum, my happiness and everything. The world was in balance,
Oh, wow. That's a
and
good place to be, though.
and when that happened, I heard music,
Huh.
and I started to look for where it was coming from, and I realized it was from inside.
Hmm.
It
Well,
was
that,
beautiful music that was coming from my heart, and
yeah,
that's
that's
where I
good.
came up with the
Good.
saying. That's where I came up with the saying the first time, that those are the moments where the music in your heart feeds your spirit. And
Yeah.
when after that I got up and I went down, we had a fire, and I felt spiritually awakened. I felt
Yeah.
refreshed. I felt
Good.
absolutely empowered,
Yeah.
and to go
For any,
on. There you go.
for anyone listening out there, if you're tuned in, we have a lot of drive-by visitors. They don't show up on the little eyeball over there. They don't
Oh,
click on it, but they're drive-by visitors. So if anybody's listening out there, the takeaway from this is that you find resilient moments. You find moments that actually can give you that kind of joy and peace that Angela is talking about. You find that. You
yeah.
do that every day. Do it. And that's what I do here in these hills is that, I go out and meet people and talk to people and befriend people. And that's the peaceful thing for me. That's the music's playing. Well, I mean, other than the fact that I turn the
Yes.
music up loud in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. And the purpose of life is to take those moments,
Uh-huh.
join them together as much as you can
Yeah.
on a repetitive flow,
Yeah.
so that things like the car loan, the house mortgage, the problem
Mhm.
with kids, the problem with your husband or wife, they all take second.
Mhm.
They all feel like they're outside
Yeah.
that scope of thing.
Well, I,
That
I
feel,
hate to I hate to run at this point, but it's now time for me to make sure my mom's got her medicine and the shot that she has to have. And it's that time of the evening for me. So I
nice.
really appreciate y'all being on board with us today. So thank you. And no, we're going to disagree on quite a few things, but yes, I'm still going to plow ahead
That's
peacefully.
because you're big-headed.
well, I come by it honestly. I learned it from you.
Yeah.
No. All right. Bye, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
Come back
Take
in.
care.
Take care.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Luann. I appreciate it.